Pandan MP Rafizi Ramli has responded to calls for him and 8 other PKR MPs to be suspended. This was over their proposal to form a royal commission of inquiry into the judiciary. In a post on Facebook, he said suspending them doesn't solve any problem because they are paid by the rakyat to speak up on their behalf and will continue to do so. He added that it will also give the impression that there is no space for democracy within PKR. He said this is especially when there are lawmakers like Pasir Gudang MP Hassan Karim who had criticized the Prime Minister even more harshly before, yet no action was taken against them. Rafizi also advised the party's newly elected branch leaders that PKR was not built by silencing voices. He highlighted that PKR has always been a party which allows anyone, regardless of their position in the party, to raise issues affecting the rakyat, with such principles allowing it to gain a name among voters. He said they were popular with the rakyat because they were the fastest and loudest to speak up on their issues. He added that this is what the old guard have practiced until PKR managed to form the government, opening up opportunities for new leaders like these branch chiefs to rise to positions of influence and office. Lawyer Latheefa Koya has told Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim not to pass the buck to the Malay rulers on the judicial crisis. This was in response to Anwar's speech on July 15th, where he said he had a long discussion with the Conference of Rulers and he believes it is best for them to make the decision. In a statement today, Latheefa said Anwar's response was ambiguous and unclear on whether he had submitted a list of candidates chosen by him or left the matter entirely to the rulers to decide on. She reminded that under Article 122B of the Federal Constitution, the King appoints judges, but only on the Prime Minister's advice. She stated that they have no discretionary power to decline the Prime Minister's choice of judges, and the PM still gets to decide which judges to appoint. Therefore, she added that irrespective of any decisions by the rulers in the coming days, it does not answer the burning issues that led to the judicial crisis or resolve them. Latheefa claimed that the Prime Minister has deliberately sidestepped the key issue, which is the Prime Minister's power to appoint judges without accountability. She warned that as long as the Prime Minister holds this dangerous power, the integrity and the independence of the judiciary cannot be guaranteed and will be compromised. Swang ruler Sultan Sharafuddin Idris Shah has urged all parties to refrain from speculating on the issue of judicial appointments. In a statement this morning, Sultan Sharafuddin said the process stipulated under the Federal Constitution must be implemented transparently and carefully to preserve the rule of law and uphold the principles of justice, which form the cornerstone of the nation's governance. In this regard, he urged all parties to refrain from making any speculation and negative accusations without obtaining complete and verified facts regarding any matter. Sultan Sharafuddin had chaired the Conference of Rulers meeting yesterday. The rulers said that among the main agenda items discussed during the meeting were deliberations regarding the appointment of the Chief Justice, Court of Appeal President, Chief Judge of Sabah and Sarawak, and judges of the superior courts. He added that in the deliberation process, he emphasized the need to comply with every legal provision, particularly under Article 122B of the Federal Constitution, which provides for the process and procedures for appointing senior judges of the superior courts. Sultan Sharafuddin also said that he fully supports the statement issued by Istana Negara on July 10 regarding the power of the di-Pertuan Agong to appoint the Chief Justice, President of the Court of Appeal, and other key positions in the judiciary upon the advice of the Prime Minister and after consultation with the Conference of Rulers. On Tuesday, Prime Minister Anwar Ibrahim said that the Conference of Rulers is expected to make an official announcement on key judicial appointments on July 16th. It is unclear when a statement on the matter will be issued. Bersih has criticized MACC's public apology and offer of contribution to the family of Teo Beng Hak. They warned it risks implying those in power are shielded from criminal responsibility or legal consequence. In a statement, it said that MACC should instead take measures to hold those responsible for the incident accountable. Bersih suggested that if the government or the MACC is sincere in its apology, the first step should be to suspend the officers involved who are still in service while awaiting criminal prosecution. Secondly, it said they should freeze the pensions of those who have retired and allocate the entire sum as damages for the family or to support the living and educational expenses of Teo's child. The group also commented on the series of improvements that MACC had introduced to its investigation procedures following Teo's death in 2009. According to Bersih, the reforms could only be genuinely implemented when the MACC officers involved in the tragedy are brought to justice. It said the RCI and the Malaysian Bar revealed long ago that MACC officers involved were suspected of destroying and tampering with evidence and colluding on their testimony. It added that no matter how advanced the equipment or facility is, as long as the culture of impunity within law enforcement agencies is not eradicated, those who abuse their power will continue to find ways to evade justice. Yesterday, the MACC had issued its first public apology to the victims' family for their pain and suffering. In a statement, MACC Chief Azam Baki also announced the anti-grafts agency's readiness to provide a goodwill contribution to Teo's family, particularly to support his only son's welfare and educational needs. Amno's Puan Zarkashi has described the rally planned by PAS as ineffective. He said PAS's upcoming Turun Anwar rally won't topple the Prime Minister. Instead, he argued that real power lies in Parliament. In a post on Facebook, Puan dismissed the July 26 Turun Anwar rally as just a show of the party's strengths. He said PAS expects 300,000 people to attend the demonstration, and he is confident that this can be achieved, as PAS supporters love demonstrating. He added that its members are fanatical and devoted to party directives, so the number is peanuts to PAS. However, he questioned if the Turun Anwar objective can be achieved. Puan argued it would be far more effective for Pandan MP Rafizi Ramli and his Gang of Nine to withdraw their support for Anwar in Parliament. He said a confidence motion to Parliament carries far greater impact than a demonstration of 300,000 PAS members. He also claimed that PAS won't dare table a no-confidence motion themselves, and even if they did, Amno wouldn't back it. He stressed that Amno is committed to defending the current government for the people and national stability. On Monday, Perikatan Nasional Youth said that the opposition coalition is now targeting 300,000 people to join the rally, an increase from the previously targeted 50,000.